That's all for this week's show. Let's close, though, with some thoughts about Formula One's future and what it's worth spending money on and what isn't. Because in my view, there's something much more important in the future of Formula One than reshaping the show or the cars or the engines and employing strategy groups and commissions to investigate things like overtaking or cost-cutting. And that's drivers. Drivers from regions with untapped potential. Regions like North America, China, the rest of Asia, India, and the UAE. Forget all the technical trimmings on the cars about which everyone loves to have a say. They're incidental to the bigger issue, in my view, and that's expanding the driver range to the point where we have a full parade of national heroes. If Formula One is truly to fulfill its potential in terms of both footprint and global investment, it's time to put together a coherent plan to ensure that in the foreseeable future we have drivers from key regions on the planet driving for decent teams. It doesn't matter whether the cars are easy to pass or not, or whether they're hybrid or not, or whether there's a race in the region in question. Sure, a local race definitely helps, but China, India, Korea, Turkey, and to some extent the US and Malaysia have shown over the past decade that staging a Grand Prix in itself does little for the popularity of Formula One in a country that still knows nothing about the sport if it can't also identify with a national hero. It's logical. As powerful as the teams are, ultimately, Formula One is about drivers, and drivers, people, are what Liberty Media should know something about promoting. It's what they do. Great TV based around people. You want to sell Formula One in China? Find 2 or 3 brilliant Chinese drivers and take them through the ranks into Formula One. Then you'll get your crowds and then you'll get your money. Nor is this something we should be leaving to the teams. History has shown that most of them, with 1 or 2 exceptions of course, will always focus on the drivers with money as distinct from the drivers with real talent, and that quite often they miss the boat regardless. That's why Liberty need to step in and take control of the future with their own driver development program, financed independently from the teams. If we're going to have a strong future, it's going to be about front-running drivers from a wide variety of backgrounds. Such a program will be organic and sustainable in the truest sense of the word. Would give Liberty, indeed, the sort of political power they need in order to mould the sport to their liking, and will be hugely more cost-effective than all of the recently constituted committees and subcommittees that are currently briefed to redirect the future of Formula One at an ultra-expensive, ultra-political, technical level. See you next week.